Hello, dear students, good morning. In today's class, we will see some practical applications of Bernoulli's equation. Actually, this Bernoulli's equation is very useful to formulate the flow rate and flow speed of liquid in the following devices which we will study in our syllabus. First one is Venturi meter. Actually, Venturi meter is a flow rate measuring device, and Bernoulli's equation is used to develop the formula of flow rate through Venturi meter. We will see that how to develop that formula. We will see the derivation in detail. And other device is orifice meter. Orifice meter is also used to measure the flow rate through a pipe. Venturi meter is also used to measure flow rate through a pipe, and orifice meter is also used to measure flow rate through a pipe. In orifice meter also we will take help of Bernoulli's equation to formulate the equation which will give us flow rate through orifice meter. And third one is pitot tube. Pitot tube is used to measure the speed of flow through a particular point. This point may be in open channel and may be in a pipe. Various designs of pitot tube we will see in next classes, but even in pitot tube the Bernoulli's equation is used to measure the speed of flow. That we will see in next classes. Here in this class I will try to make you understand the Venturi meter concept. So let us see, refer the screen. What is the Venturi meter? It is a device used for measuring the rate of flow of a fluid flowing through a pipe. Remember, it is used to measure the flow through a pipe. It can't use in open channel and any other source of flow. It is used for a pipe. It is having three parts. It is very simple device. It consists of three parts. Those three parts are: number one is short convergent part. This is the convergent part. Convergent means the angle is reducing. It is conical and reducing angle. Convergent means reducing angle. Part number two is throat. This part is called throat. This is cylindrical part. And part number three is divergent part. This is the divergent part. The angle is diverging here. The conical, the shape of cone is increasing here. So this is the Venturi meter: convergent part, throat, and is divergent part. Wherever we have to find out the flow through a pipe, in between pipe we fit this venturimeter. The main important part of this system is this measurement of pressure head difference at the inlet of venturimeter and at the throat of the venturimeter. The pressure head will be here more and here less because total energy is constant here and here, and due to reducing cross section here speed of flow will increase, so pressure will decrease, and here speed will be less of flow and pressure will be more. And third type of energy, potential energy, which is constant because I have taken this horizontal. So the sum of two types of energy will constant here and here. Total kinetic energy and pressure energy, that is here, will be equal to total pressure energy and kinetic energy. Because the cross section area is here more, so here speed of flow will be less as per continuity equation. So pressure will here will be more and here will be less. I have labeled all the things on the venturimeter. I told that the measurement of difference of pressure is important in this venturimeter here at inlet of venturimeter and at the throat. The pressure head measurement between these 2 points can be done in two ways. Either we can use this U-tube manometer or we can apply simple vertical tubes here and here. Both the option I have shown here, but in the book you will see either this or either this. But I considered both the option here so that both type of measurement could be covered here and students should not be confused. Whatever they will see in the book, they should not confuse. So here in section 1, pressure is P1 and velocity of flow is V1 and cross sectional area is A1. That is for the pipe, because at inlet this is the pipe cross section and other end of the U-tube is fitted here just between the throat of venturimeter. Here the pressure suppose is P2 and flow velocity of flow is V2 and cross section area is A2. Let the density of this U-tube manometer liquid be rho m and the density of fluid flowing through this pipe, generally water, but any type of fluid may be there. Suppose the density is equal to rho is equal to density of fluid flowing through pipe. So I have already told that we can use two types of devices, either U-tube manometer or simple tubes, to measure the pressure head difference between point 1 and 2. One is the inlet of the venturimeter and 2 is the throat of the venturimeter. If we use U-tube manometer, then the difference of pressure head at inlet 1 section and throat 2 section, I mean this is the section 1, section 2, can be measured as below. As we have learnt in pressure measurement chapter, I have have already explained in detail that how to measure the pressure in a same pipe at 2 points. I have also told you that I had also told you that please mark this formula as important. It will be used number of times in further chapters. So this is the pressure head difference through manometer, U2 manometer at 2 points at the same point. X is the reading of the manometer difference of both column, and rho m is the density of manometer liquid, and rho is the density of fluid flowing through this pipe, and again this rho is the density of fluid flowing through this pipe. So this formula can be applied to measure the pressure difference at section 1 and 2 when we will use U2 manometer. But if we use simple tubes at throat and inlet of venturimeter, then the pressure head difference at section 1 and 2 can be measured as P1 by rho g minus P2 by rho g is equal to H. H is the simply difference of liquid level in both the simple pipe fitted at inlet of venturimeter and throat of venturimeter as indicated on the figure. Suppose this is equation 2. Let us say this quantity P1 by rho g difference of pressure head, P1 by rho g minus P2 by rho g is equal to capital H. Let's say this is equation 3. Then H will be equal to X into rho m minus rho by rho if we use U2 manometer for measuring the pressure head difference at inlet of venturimeter and throat. Capital H will be equal to H if we use simple tubes fitted at inlet and throat of the venturimeter to measure the pressure head difference. This is the very important things. This is the main culprit confusing things in this venturimeter derivation. That is why I am separately clarifying it. The value of P1 by rho g, P2 by rho g is equal to, suppose, capital H, and this H will be H for simple tubes fitted at inlet and throat, and this H will be X into rho m minus rho by rho if we are using U2 manometer to measure this pressure head difference at section 1 and 2. Now this is the main things in this venturimeter. Refer the figure of venturimeter. Let us apply Bernoulli's equation at section 1 and 2. Section 1 is the inlet of the venturimeter, that is the pipe section, and section 2 is the throat of the venturimeter. So this is a point number 11 at section 1. As per Bernoulli's equation, total head will be P1 by rho g plus V1 square by 2g plus Z1. As I have already mentioned on the figure that P1 is the pressure at 1, rho is the density of flowing fluid, V1 is the velocity of fluid at section 1, and Z1 is the potential head section 1. Similarly, P2 by rho g plus V2 square by 2g plus Z2. This we have applied Bernoulli's equation at section 1 and 2. As because I have taken venturimeter horizontal, so this potential head will be equal. Z1 will be equal to Z2. This is the point number 12. Note. So in above equation, Z1 and Z2 will be cancelled. So again rearranging this equation, we get P1 by rho g minus P2 by rho g is equal to V2 square by 2g minus V1 square by 2g. Say this is equation 4. From equation 3, we have supposed that P1 by rho g minus P2 by rho g is equal to h. So from 3 and 4, I have written, by combining 3 and 4, I have written V2 square by 2g minus V1 square by 2g is equal to capital H. Say this is equation 5. Now again let us apply continuity equation at section 1 and 2. Then we will get A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2. As already I have mentioned on the figure that A1 is the cross-sectional area of the pipe, that is at the inlet of the venturimeter, and A2 is the cross-section area of the throat of venturimeter, and V1 is the velocity of flow at the inlet of venturimeter, and V2 is the velocity of flow at the throat of the venturimeter. So from here we separate the value of V1 is equal to A2 by A1 into V2. Say this is the equation 6. Now from equation 5 and 6, we put this value of V1 in equation 5. We get H is equal to V2 square by 2g minus, at the place of V1 we are putting this A2 by A1 into V2 square by 2g. Again rearranging this, we get this 2g we will take here with h, then it will be 2gh is equal to V2 square in both the term, that will come out common, and in bracket we will get 1 minus A2 square by A1 square. Again by solving this, finally we are getting the value of V2 as A1 under root 2gh. Here h will be capital, by mistake I have written small. This is the same h which is here, so you can correct it in your notes. 2gh, this will be capital H, under root A1 square minus A2 square. Say this equation as equation number 7. As I have already explained that flow rate Q can be found by this formula, Q is equal to A into V through a pipe. A is the cross-sectional area of the pipe and V is the velocity of flow, that particular section. So this Q will give the flow rate that particular section. So as we know that at the throat of venturimeter, the cross-sectional area is small a2 and velocity is v2. So flow through venturimeter can be find out by this equation, and this same flow will be through the pipe because the water is coming from pipe to the throat of venturimeter, again going through the pipe. So this flow will be same as in the pipe. Now A2 leave as it is and V2 from this equation 7 put here. A1 under root 2gh under root by under root A1 square minus A2 square. V2 from equation number 7. Now we get Q is equal to A1 A2 under root A1 square minus A2 square under root 2gh. This is the equation 8. By using this equation, we can get the flow through pipe. This equation is called flow equation for the venturimeter. But remember, we have not considered the losses in the venturimeter to measure this flow rate. So this is the theoretical flow, but actual flow will be little bit lesser than this flow. Actual flow rate will be lesser than this flow. How to calculate that? Let us see. So the actual discharge will be lesser than the theoretical discharge due to losses. The ratio of actual discharge QACT and theoretical discharge Q is a very popular term that is called coefficient of discharge, indicated by CD. This ratio of actual discharge and theoretical discharge is called coefficient of discharge of venturimeter and represented by CD. Mathematically, we have CD is equal to actual discharge by theoretical discharge. So from here we are getting actual discharge is equal to coefficient of discharge and theoretical discharge. Theoretical discharge we have already deduced in equation 8. So actual discharge will be CD into A1 A2 under root 2GH by under root A1 square minus A2 square. So this is the final equation to measure the actual discharge through the venturimeter. Now the important point is that how we will get CD. This CD is the not matter of worry. This is found out experimentally for each separate venturimeter, and it is mentioned and it is marked on the venturimeter body that what is the value of CD. So by applying the value of CD, by multiplying the value of CD with this theoretical discharge, we can get actual discharge through the venturimeter. Generally the value of CD lies between 0.95 to 0.99 for the various venturimeters. So in this way we can find out the equation for venturimeter flow. So your assignment will be that you have to write this detailed derivation in your notebook, and that I will see when we will join the college. In next class we will see some numericals on this. In meantime, you also try to solve some numericals so that we could be advanced as much as possible, because already we have lost number of days due to this coronavirus problem. Okay friends, thank you.